Hey guys, welcome to TPG's world. It's me, TPG. This is the second time I'm doing this. Apparently, I'm sitting in the drive-thru at McDonald's and their Wi-Fi just cut on and cut me off. So I was not very happy because I had a whole video I was talking about everything under the sun. So let me just start over again. Hi guys, welcome to my world. It is Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th of May. My mama hated Friday the 13th, guys. She hated it because every wreck she ever had, which is including one where my head went through the front part of the windshield when I was 15, was always on Friday the 13th, and she despised Friday the 13th. So she never drove on Friday the 13th. It was so funny. If she had to go somewhere that you were taking her, or you were just gonna wait till the next day, you better pray to God you didn't have something terrible happen with my mama, because your behind was gonna be stuck, because she was not taking you nowhere on Friday the 13th. This was not her way of doing things. And we always laughed at her because she was not about to do that on Friday the 13th. So anyway, I don't have that kind of luck. Friday the 13th doesn't really bother me. It seems like my luck has been awful lately here anyway, so other than that. But so a lot of people I know have written me over the past couple days, or called me or checked on me about what happened with my thing last week. Well, I don't really know. I know my doctor, what has happened is ever since the attack, I've been basically having trouble walking great distances without like being out of breath or like things like that. So I don't know. We think it might have done some damage to me somewhere, maybe. We hope maybe there's a blockage, or maybe I did have a mild heart attack. She wants me to see a cardiologist immediately. She's supposed to be giving me one of them referrals to a cardiologist, but they haven't called me this week. So I'm going to email her again today and ask her, next week if she can get me to one as fast as possible, because she does want to get me to one, and I'm sure she's made the recommendation, but I just don't want to take any chances if it has been a heart attack or anything to do with your heart, because like I said in my last video, my parents had a heart attack when they were my age, so I definitely don't want to play with that. Chest pains, my mama took very serious, and you had a chest pain, your behind was going to the hospital. My dad, my mom, any of us. And guys, I'm gonna be honest, I really did think it was a panic attack, and I kind of ignored it a little bit. And y'all, it was the scariest day of my life. If you don't remember what happened, if you hadn't seen that video, I had the worst attack last Tuesday that I've ever had. It felt like somebody was killing. My chest was hurting. I had pain shooting up my arm. I was sweating bullets. I thought I was having a mild panic attack, which is what everybody thought, but we look back now and we think it could have been maybe a mild heart attack. I refused to go to the hospital because it happened at school, and because I'm stubborn as hell, and also I didn't want my kids to see it. It sort of changed everything for me. It was the scariest day of my life thus far, I have to honestly say, guys. It was incredibly, incredibly scary. So if you ever get that, I get panic attacks throughout my life, and I've had them periodically, but not to the extreme of that, guys. Not at all to the extreme of that. So if you ever have trouble with your heart or whatever, don't play around with it. I do intend to see a cardiologist because, like I said, it could be a blockage. It could be a combination of anything. So I want to make sure that I'm healthy and doing better, because I intend to be here a little while longer, so long as I can, but I am at that age where I'm getting older and things like that. So with that being said, that's what happened. Now let me tell you the bad news. I was just in the middle of talking about this in my last video, and I pulled into this McDonald's parking lot because I'm starving. And I had so much craziness this week. First of all, it's been tech week for my play. My play opens tomorrow. They usually open on Friday, but there was another event planned, so we had to back it up a day. So we open tomorrow. It's amazing. It's called The Marvelous Wonderettes. I've done the show before in Edgefield. So it's my second time doing the show. It's a musical using the music of the 50s and 60s. I love probably every song in the show is one of my favorites. I absolutely love the music in the show. It's just beautiful. The girls have done a wonderful job. I'm really incredibly proud of this show. It's one of the best in my career. I don't know if I'm going to be directing a show at that theater next year. I'm kind of tired of the bullshit that theater's put me through in the last couple of years. I'll have to do a whole video on that one day, just to talk about it, because it is kind of crazy. But I'll talk about that in a minute. But I do got some projects coming up later on in the year in Edgefield County, but I really need to take a break right now, especially if this is something serious, like a blockage, or like I have to have surgery, or like it's a heart attack or whatever. Like I need to just slow down a little bit. I really have been living, so fat. I've always been on the go and just working myself to death, and I take very little self-care time for myself, which is something that my therapist as well as myself have all said is important to me, to make sure I take self-care, because self-care is so important to us, and so many people don't realize how important self-care is to you. as a person. They're like, oh, it's just crazy. But, with that being said, take care of yourself, guys, because you are the only one in your life here. There's only one of you, and that has to last you a while. And, you never know when that moment's going to come. There's a lady I know from school, from one of the schools I used to work at, and about a month or so ago, she came through my line Saturday morning. We sat there, we talked for a long time. We just caught up for, I wasn't busy, so we got to talk for a little while. Not like a long time, but long enough to catch up and just say how we were doing and everything. And I just always adored her. And then that afternoon, she had a heart attack and died. It was like a totally different world. It's like, you never know how much or when your day's over, so take care of people. Always tell people you love them. Always treat everybody with respect. Kindness is the only thing that's actually free in this world, guys. I'm going to try to pause this video, but if I can't pause it, you're just going to have to hear me order. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry right now, and I'm dying to eat. And I've been at Target all night. I worked all day at school, worked at Target tonight. I've been at rehearsal every night since 11:30, every night till 11:30, so I'm so tired. I just want to go home, and I got to write something for the play, so I want to go home and do that and all that kind of good stuff. So that's going to be basically what I'm doing tonight, and I want to catch up on This Is Us. If you guys watch This Is Us, please put it in the comments below, because I love that show, and it's coming to an end, and that is so sad. All right, now this is what I was talking about when my last video, but I'm going to pause this. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys, I had to order my food. So basically, here's what happened. This is a really crazy event that happened in my life. As you guys know, it's been raining down on me lately. If you can keep me in your prayers, I would do prayers, because it's been one thing after another. I've had to close out my savings account. I'm the brokest I've ever been. But God's putting me through a test, and I pray that I pass this test, because it is definitely testing my faith in myself and in people around me. But I'm never going to give up on God. I'm never going to give up on that kind of stuff. But here's what happened. So my water bill here at my house, as you guys know, I ran my own water line. I had to when I left my dad's house, and my dad sold his house. I was connected. When my brother bought my house before he passed, he had his water line ran to my dad's house. Well, he was connected to my dad's water. Well, when they sold my dad's house, I had to run a water line from the road to my house, which is actually quite a distance, guys. It's not easy. It wasn't easy. I had to pay to have this thing rented, and the guy I paid to do it half behind did it, and it was not a good experience for anybody. But we got it done. But it kept coming loose up anyway. So we got a call. So my water bill was like $30 last month. Well, the other day I got a bill and it was $100. I was like, how in the hell did my bill jump from $30 to $100? I don't know if I told you guys, but I took my pool down. Like, I don't have my pool anymore because I wasn't swimming in it, and I spent like $500 last year trying to get it clean, and it just wasn't working. And I'm just like, I'm done. I barely get in it, so it's done. It's torn apart. It's gone. So we're about to build something, put some grass out and just redo the whole space. But anyway, so that's gone. So it wasn't that, because usually, excuse me, guys, usually when you do fill your pool, it is very expensive. Pardon my windows, guys. It's been raining, and I need to wash my windows again, because I'm sitting here with the fog. But so pardon my windows. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sure people have something to say about it, but I'm sorry. They're not really that dirty. They just look that way because it's the light reflecting. But anyway, long story short, I'm getting off track here. So I was like, I called him. I was like, well, could you check like the meter or something, because maybe there's a deficiency with the meter. Now, this happened when we first got the water line changed. They deny it now, but it actually did happen, that like our bill was really high, and it come to find out that it was their fault with their meter, so they replaced it, and we had to get a credit, and I didn't have to pay my water bill for like, I think 2 months, because they had charged me so much. So until my credit was caught up, like the credit that they had put on my account, which was fine. I mean, they corrected the problem. It was cool, no big deal. Well, this lady I hate for me and her was about to go at it, honey. I was like, she is messing with the wrong queen here, honey. I will cuss this woman out. And she's always been really nice to me, but I was getting kind of tired of her. So they called me back and they said that I must have had a leak, because my meter is constantly running while I'm at work, while I'm up. It hasn't stopped since early April. I'm like, no, I don't think I've really. And I was really kind of going crazy. And first thing I'm thinking is, oh crap, I hope I don't have a leak under my house like I did before, because that's what destroyed my floor. And it's a nightmare. It's a mess. It's horrible. So I'm thinking, oh God. So we did look under our house, and we haven't been under there fully, but we gave shot. He doesn't see where any water's leaking or anything, but it still could be there. We're not sure yet. If it has been, it can do damage. But I've been smelling like a kind of a mildew kind of smell around my bathroom. In my bathroom, like water, like mildew water. I'm like, what is that smell? I've checked around, I can't find it. Well, I'm like, okay. So Gabe and I noticed that when the guy redid the floor in my bathroom, there was a pipe, the gray pipe that connects, and it was kind of like, undone there. And so we're like trying to, we're looking at that, and anyway, he couldn't get it connect right, and he got it connect. So I think that's come loose because we look down and we see this a little bit of water running onto the floor. Now this has been running a while, so I think that's the mildew stain. Well, I believe that that's where the leak is, because they told us to do this thing first of all, because if it was in the water line, we'd had to. She said, go turn your water off, and then if your meter's still running, that means it's your pipes. If it's not running, that means it's in your house. So we did that, and of course it's not. That worked. So it wasn't our pipeline, which is good because that means I have to run a ditch witch, and you have to dig. It's just crazy. So this is like, this little thing is leaking. So I'm thinking, okay, well, so I called her, and she said this is last Friday to Monday of this week. For Friday to Monday, we'd already used 1,000 gallons of water. I'm like, that's freaking crazy. So this has got to be kind of a big leak, I think. So anyway, Gabe got in touch with a plumber who lives in Atlanta, who's actually a lady friend of his brother-in-law. So they're coming down to visit her family. So he's going to come to our house tomorrow, and he's going to look under our house and see, first of all, if there's a leak under the house. But there's this little leak in this pipe. We've seen it going. Me and Gabe found it, and it's been leaking constantly. So he did tell Gabe on the phone that can cause a leak of that greatness, especially constantly going like that, because it leaks all the time. Even a pinhole leak, even a faucet dripping can cause your water bill to go up. So I'm praying, guys, please pray that that's what it is. He's going to let us make payments and do it like on a payment plan. So I'm praying that that's what it is, and that it's not like something under the house where, like has done water damage, because that's how, excuse me, guys. I had to redo my floors last time because of how bad that was. So that's like my latest dilemma. So I got to pay for that. So I've decided that I hate to do this because it's another thing I'm going to have to do, but I'm probably going to have to take out a loan from one of these loan shark companies, just because that'll help me get my IRS bill caught up. It'll help me pay off some things that I got to get done, kind of take some of that weight off of me. Now, I mean, I'm still going to have to pay that back every month. And I think last time I did this was a long time ago. I think my payment was like $120 a month or something like that. And that's still a pain in the butt, but I think right now it'll help me get a little bit ahead just to do it. I just got to get caught up again, and I'm going back to work at Target for as many hours as I can and stuff like that again. Even though I'm probably not in the best of health, I'm going to do what I can. I still have not heard from summer school yet, but they haven't hired any. They're still hiring the teachers. They're just behind this year. Like, we haven't got our contracts or anything. So I think that I'm sure I'm going to do summer school, which is really good money, and that'll help me a lot too. But at the same time, I just need to get caught up now. I don't want to do this loan, guys. I really don't. But I just feel like in my heart, it's the only way that I'm going to get myself back on track right now. It's just, but then I think it's another bill I'm adding. But also with this loan, I think I can get a loan for up to like $1,000. I can pay. I owe the IRS $850. Or almost. Well, I paid off. I owed them $1,000, so I've paid up to almost $1,000. Oh no, I paid him almost to where it's down to $885 or something like that. So anyway, that's taken care of. I have another person I have to get paid off. I have my car I've got to get paid off, which is over $600. I did pay the $300 of my taxes. I got to get the rest of my taxes caught up. And I told you guys, I don't know if I told you, but the residential credit that I was supposed to get, I'm not sure if I told you guys, this is my last video, but anyway, I found out there was a credit I could get on my house that basically I've been being charged the full amount of taxes instead of the less amount of taxes all these years. And I went to apply for this credit, and it was a huge nightmare. They sent me from one place to the other place to the other place to the other place, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it was literally a pain in the butt to get this one thing that should have taken 5 minutes solved. It did not. It's still being processed. I'm waiting on the lady at the probate office. She's been gone all week to finish my dad's paperwork so that I can take this one document that I need to the highway department, get the title to my brother, to my house, which is my house, and then go over here and get it put in my name. Then once it's in my name, I can apply this residential credit. And the lady told me I possibly might get some of my money back because I've paid like the maximum amount of taxes, like $300 or $400 every year year for years. So she said that I maybe do a refund. She's not sure. She has to look into it, but probably that usually people are. So that's a good thing. That would help out a lot. I mean, it's probably not going to be a huge refund. I'm sure it's, not going to be probably $100 or so. But even then, it's still every little bit helps, I think. And that would be good. And even for the future, just so that I don't have to pay, my taxes should only be like maybe $100 instead of like $300 or $400 every month. So this would help. Hello, ma'am.
I'm so sorry, sir, about the
you're fine, honey. You don't have to apologize. It's late at night. I understand. Trust me. I'm not mad or anything. Okay. But I do. So hopefully I'll find out. At least the best part of it is not even hopefully getting a refund, because with my luck I probably wouldn't get one.
Back with a large Diet Coke?
Yes, ma'am. And can I get a little ketchup in there too? I think that you have is just not having to pay that huge taxes. Like I had to pay $350 or $360 this year alone, and then I still owe $100 and something on my other taxes for that, which all of this will cause my taxes to be lower. It's my property tax and my house tax. So that part of it is crazy. So this credit should help me lower that down to a considerable, more affordable amount of money. Thank you so much, ma'am. Can I get a little ketchup too? Okay. Thank you. A considerable amount of money. That's a lot better per se. So that will help out, and that to me is the plus of the whole deal, because that will be another weight lifted off my chest. But again, like I have a furniture payment that I'm paying, and I'm excited to get new furniture because my furniture got crappy. But anyway, long story short, I'm not trying to pour my mouth or make y'all feel sorry for me, whatever. I will always come through with this. Mentally, I'm doing great. The medicine's okay, I guess. Physically, not so much. I'm tired. My feet hurt really bad. I've been going through a lot with that, but I'm going to survive this. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get all this stuff caught up, and then I'm going to get myself done. And the biggest part was that I had to quit working so much at Target because of the theater and because of me just being, all these medicines going back and forth and stuff for a while. So now I'm going to now that I'm taking care of all that, I'm going to be able to get caught up a little bit, and I'm going to be able to get myself where I need to be. And hopefully by the end of summer, I'll have, be able to open back up my savings account and get myself back on the right track. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to work hard to accomplish that. And I mean, I'll just go back to working the hours. Thank you, ma'am. You have an amazing night, okay? Oh, yes. Thank you. You just have to work hard and attempt everything. Thank you, ma'am. You have a nice evening, okay? And you have to work hard to accomplish everything, and I'm not afraid to do the hard work. I just have to get back, like I said, working my full hours again and get to my extent of what I'm going to do. I put in my new availability for Target. The only night I ask off is on Wednesdays because I have a standing therapist appointment on Wednesdays. So I plan to work all the other hours that I can with that, with that. Guys, it is raining. That's what you see in my window also. It's raining outside just a little bit. So I have to turn on my defrosters here. But yeah, that's pretty much where my life stands right now. I'm going to be doing the best I can. I have to get my air conditioner in my car fixed. It's pretty damn expensive to get this thing fixed. The compressor burned out my air conditioner, but he said he had to replace the whole kit. Well, I saw it online for $286, but the place here, they want $600, so I'm going to try to order it offline and get what I got and get that fixed. But it doesn't work. Y'all, the summer in South Carolina without an air conditioner. I'm telling you guys, it's a horrible, horrible experience. You don't want to live that way. You don't live that way. If you've held on to this video for 18 minutes, thank you for being a part of it. I love making videos, guys. I do plan, I really do promise to get back to it now that my life's settling down a little bit, because this attack that I had really did scare me, guys. It terrified me. So I do plan to get back to normal. And get myself checked out and get myself going. But we'll see what happens. As far as school goes, I don't know where I'm going to be next year. I don't know what's going to happen. Where things are going to wind up, I don't know. It's all in the fate of, I guess, my principal or whatever. I'll just leave it in their hands. I can't stress about that anymore. My doctor, my therapist, everybody's telling me I stress too much. And that's part of why I'm having, attacks and things like that. They did put me on a drug called Klonopin for when I have panic attacks. Which, my anxiety, this is an anxiety med that I take only when directed, which really bothers me, guys, because I'm like, well, what if I need it, every day, all the time. Because I feel like sometimes I do. But I don't know what Klonopin does to you, like if it makes you sleepy or whatever, so I'm gonna, my therapist, not my doctor, not my psychiatrist doctor, but my therapist told me to take one like tonight, see if it makes me sleepy or whatever, because it's okay to do. You just kind of see what it does to you. So I'll probably do that tomorrow night, because after the play and all, I'll be a little more hyped up, and I'll want to like figure something out and go from there. But long story short, let's put like where my life stands, what I've been doing in my life, where I'm at. Thank you again to everybody who reached out to me, who showed me love and support, who has still showed me love and support. I finally get back to business, making videos again, going live. I plan to build my TikTok up as well. That's another goal I have. I want to get my TikTok going so I can go live on TikTok. So if you haven't joined my TikTok, please do, so I can. I'm not far from 1,000 subscribers to go live, but I need to get there so I can go live, because I think that would be fun. However, TikTok's a lot stricter than YouTube, so you gotta be kind of careful what you do and what you say on TikTok. If you think these videos are too long, please let me know. These driving videos, I mean, half of the video was spent in McDonald's parking lot. So, but I like driving home with you guys. It doesn't really take me 20 minutes to get home, guys. I promise it takes me like 5 minutes. But anyway, I just want to call you and tell you how much. I mean, call you guys. I'm sorry. Tell you how. Oh, excuse me, on my phone. I just wanted to share this video with you guys, tell you how much I love you, tell you what's been going on in my life. I will do an update probably tomorrow or Sunday on. Probably Sunday night after my play, of what's going on with my plumbing and what happened and what he found. And y'all, please tonight and tomorrow night just pray that he doesn't find a leak under the house, because that is very costly. And if there's any water damage, it's going to be it'll be a miracle if there's not water damage already done from where it's leaked on a pipe. So maybe not enough that he's going to have to we're going to have to get the floor replaced or anything like that. But there's going to be some water damage. That's the mildew smell already that I know. But hopefully there's nothing under the house, because if it's under the house, it's even more serious. Also, my car light, my stop engine light's on, so pray that there's nothing serious there. So just keep me in your thoughts and prayers right now, guys. Always remember to be the best you that you can be, because everyone else is taken. Don't want for it, don't wish for it, go out and achieve it. And also remember to be the best you that you can be, because that's all you got in this life, right? And remember, hating is a disease, and some folks need to get well soon. All right, guys, excuse me, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.